We are pleased as always to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. Today we've got an interesting Week 11 matchup on tap, as it'll be our visitors taking on our home team.
Set to kick off.
The NFL season has hit high gear, and off we go in Week 11 on EA Sports. Now Isaiah Pacheco going to bring it out of the end zone. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Quickly to the air is Wilson. Well, the first play of the game going to be intercepted. And they will set up shop in enemy territory at the 42-yard line. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down. But you look at this defense. Well, they were very strong in that victory from a week ago.
And they needed to be because their offense struggled throughout the game. Sometimes as a defense, you're not just shutting down the opposing team's offense, but you're outplaying their defense as well. And that's what they did in the last game.
Now Allen. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go up the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
319.
So the shotgun snap to Allen. Throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Oh, that's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion there. Now a drive that started with great field position is facing fourth down.
So on now is the Clemson man, Bradley Pinion, to punt this one away. And they punted 3 times in the loss last week as he sends this one away. Just a 30-yard punt that time. And they will take over 1st and 10.
1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they've got to be breathing a little bit of a sigh of relief. The first time you throw the football winds up being picked, but fortunately for them, it does not lead to points.
So that tells you about team football, doesn't it? Everybody gets together. What's that term they use? Complementary football. Okay, he threw the pick. The defense got together and said, hey, let's shut them down. Let's not turn it into points. They did exactly that. Now he gets a fresh start, a clean slate.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Wilson. Over the middle, caught by Mims. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. All told, they get 13 yards on that play.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Now it's Wilson. On the throw led him too much that time. It's incomplete.
They decided the opportunity was there and launched a deep ball, but he was unable to get away from the defender. Couldn't create space, couldn't uncover at the end of the route, and that one winds up incomplete.
2nd and 10. Now Wilson. Finding Harris over the middle. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4.
Again, Wilson. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
When you look at this defense, they've been very good this year against the pass, currently holding on to a top 10 ranking at number 10.
And I'm struggling a little bit trying to really categorize this crew. They're top 10 in the league against the pass, but the bottom half of the league in sacking the quarterback. That doesn't make sense. Imagine if this group ever put pressure on the QB, they'd easily move into the top 5.
And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete.
And he's missed now in his first 4 passing attempts. The rhythm is just not there to begin this ball game.
Hey, hold, 180! Pass. Middle. Alert! Middle. Alert!
More the motion man. Now Allen. Oh, he had him. He was open, but he couldn't get it to him. It's incomplete.
Not much happening offensively here early on. That's 2 drives and 0 first downs. This defense, they've come to play, and they're the better of the 2 units here so far.
The punt team on now as Pinion sends this one away.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. We sort of suspected that the elements might wreak havoc on both of these offenses, and that's been the case. No points on either side as this drive begins with a 1st down. From the 21, here's 2nd down and 5.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
Here's Wilson. A short throw taken in by Okonkwo. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It's his first catch, and it'll be good for 15 and a 1st down. Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Now here's a fake on the jet sweep as they'll go instead with Pacheco. And he stopped immediately there. Shaquille Griffin in on the stop defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 10.
You don't see that a ton, do you, with the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle?
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Wilson. It's brought in by Harris. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
It's a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? On 1st and 10, here's Pacheco. And he'll do a nice job here just to fight his way back to the line of scrimmage. And the tackle there by C.J. Gardner-Johnson. Defensively, though, they had a chance there to hit him for a loss. Couldn't get it done.
Looked like someone was able to knife into the backfield, but he wasn't able to get him down. But his compatriots, they were able to grab him at the line of scrimmage and not let him get any further downfield.
Here's Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. A busy first quarter. His third catch of the afternoon is a first down.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there, because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. Here's Wilson to throw. Finding Harris on back-to-back plays. 2 yards on the pickup there. And that's going to bring up second down.
2 yards on the pickup.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line. But once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. So that flag obviously takes away the good yardage that they had on the play.
And talk about a momentum shift, because we can visibly see this celebration shifting from one side of the field to the other as soon as everyone saw the flag.
Temporarily out of field goal range now as they come up on a 2nd and long after the holding call. Wilson. He finds his man complete. That's Harris.
Wilson's pass complete to Trey Harris. That's a gain of 8. Brings up 3rd and 10.
Ready up.
We're scoreless after 1. Second quarter now, and it's our home team with possession as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up.
On the double.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Now Wilson. And it'll find the open man. That's complete. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. A good pickup there at 22.
How about a nod to the sequence of plays they're putting together here? This has been death by 1,000 paper cuts on this drive. But this is one of their best plays yet, and they're able to move it down into the red zone.
To throw again is Wilson. To the end zone, but it's incomplete.
He'll definitely say that that's one he should have held on to. But when you're playing in elements like this, sometimes those bullet passes, those ones with a little bit of pace on them, they can be difficult to hold on to.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now it's Wilson. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Shaquille Griffin with a pick.
And when a team advances as far as they did, got over the 50-yard line, don't you think that drive deserved a better ending? I think he needs to get with his coaches on the sidelines, make some immediate adjustments, and that's what you do. You don't wait. You do it from series to series, because drives like that end with a turnover, that's multiple times they picked him off already in this opening half.
They start the drive on the ground. It's Williams. Up past the 25 to the 26, a gain of 5.
He was brought down at the 26.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. Allen. Under pressure, and down he goes.
Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
They just gave up a sack there, and if I'm not mistaken, they gave up 4 last week, didn't they?
Yes. And just looking really porous, aren't they?
They really are, and I'm wondering if they're going to have to start thinking about keeping the tight end in, maybe a back, someone to help assist, because right now, the quarterback's been getting hit a lot in the last couple of games.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete.
How about the show put on by these two defenses in this first half? The fireworks don't have to be just offensively. Neither one of them given an inch, and that's good coverage once again there to force another 4th down.
Now here's Bradley Pinion now.
He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. And he'll take it on this side of midfield. A very good return that time. 18 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And it's caught. Touchdown.
Isaiah Pacheco
hitting double digits with his 10th touchdown of the season, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
And now, of course, all scoring plays are reviewed, and I think they're going to take an extra long look at this one.
They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you empty the backfield, people bring pressure at you. They managed to hold in there and successfully complete the touchdown pass.
The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And he won't quite make it to the 25.
1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest. You get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done, because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
This one swung out to Williams.
So give him 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And it's 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5 at the 40-yard line.
To throw, it's Allen. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
But there's an incompletion, partner, and the struggles through the air continue because so far their lack of passing production has led to a lack of points.
The offense on third down, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This will be 3rd and 5. Allen going to throw. And he is caught. And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on third down.
And Brandon, from our time in college football, where receivers weren't running the traditional NFL route tree, one thing they did learn, find open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. And he's going to be stopped at about the 37. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. Coming up here looking for 3 yards to pick up the first. Allen now looks to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
As a coaching staff, you can call just about whatever you want because you understand you have guys who reliably take away those massive shots downfield. You're not as worried about giving up the big one.
And this will be a long field goal if the skies were clear. But here in the rain and the elements, they'll go for it on 4th. To the air, Allen. Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Paulson Adebo. And it's a huge return as he brings us all the way back down to the 15-yard line.
Intercepted. Result of the play is a turnover on downs.
Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. After the interception, here's Wilson. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw is Wilson. And it's caught. Touchdown. Trey Harris with his first career NFL touchdown. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. So that's the rookie's first trip to the end zone, and I think it's safe to say one he'll always remember.
Oh, without a doubt. That one is going to be imprinted forever. And nowadays, we're seeing rookies make a greater impact at that position at receiver than ever before. I think mainly because of the sheer volume of footballs that they catch in college.
Santos set to kick off.
Now, after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25, just a little pass there, called it the 26.
First down and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player, you have a much better idea of what you're trying to accomplish and where you're trying to go than the defender. So in this case, because you know it, you can make your cuts with a little more decisiveness, maybe a second fake, some double moves, things of that nature, to go ahead and try and put some pressure on the defense.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Here's Allen to throw it. The first catch of the game for George Kittle. And he'll get this one way up just shy of the 45-yard line. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. They'll bring the tight end in motion right here. Throwing now is Allen. Again to the big tight end, George Kittle. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. It's another first down as they look his way again, this time 19 yards.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Middle. Top 10.
In motion goes the tight end. Here's Allen. Complete to his target, Jalen Hyatt. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
A gain of 16 yards. Results in a first down.
Off the draw, here's Williams. And this will be a gain of 6 when it's all said and done. And down to the 15 from the 21.
They created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
They'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Allen. Luther Burden, a 14-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take it to the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed. A lot of football, full half to be played.
Fairbairn set to kick off.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. And they're going to mark that where it went out of bounds. So really good starting field position up past the 40-yard line. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 42. Throwing is Wilson. And this one is incomplete.
And they're not going to go quietly into this halftime break. They know they're in for a fight, so they're trying to make every possession count. They took the big shot there, but it winds up incomplete.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's Wilson. Another fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after the last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
Now it's Wilson. It's brought in by Harris. And almost, but not quite. Needed 10. He got 9. 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. And no move to get the offense off the field. Despite failing once, they're going to go again here on 4th down. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. He's got his target. That's complete.
Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. They only needed that 1 yard going for it on 4th. I got to be honest, I thought they were going to stay on the ground. They surprised me. Did they surprise you?
I'm with you on that one. I thought they'd find a way to create some type of a power run and try and pick up the first down, but they decided to keep the ball in the hands of the guy who could throw it, and it paid off.
Yeah, that decision paid off indeed. And to the right side and incomplete.
Oh, they'll certainly be on the tablets going over that one for sure. Clearly, they were expecting something else out of the defense and couldn't adjust to make that completion happen.
Here we go, set. 60 by 19, back and 60. Panther 11, Panther 11.
Wilson will throw again. To the sideline, and that is a heck of a catch as he was able to get both feet in.
9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard.
65. Let's go now. 18, 19 tight, 19 tight. Cut 19, cut 19. Mustang 19.
Wilson. That one caught. That's Harris.
Just a gain of a couple, but good enough to keep the drive rolling.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done.
13 yards on the play.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash, it's a 35-yard attempt.
Santos' kick is up and through.
And that will do it for this first half. So we've hit intermission. It's halftime. This is the NFL, and it's a presentation of EA Sports.
Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
First down and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. This offense, Charles, had a strong first half throwing the football, at least in terms of yardage, but that hasn't translated so far on the scoreboard as they begin the third quarter here, trailing and looking for a little momentum.
Yeah, you're right about that because, you know, let's face it, in the first half, most of their focus was in the passing game. And to their credit, resulted in a healthy amount of yardage. So I would think that at halftime, they're going to anticipate that defense loosening up a little bit to try and cover the passing lanes. They've got to get the running game going, and there should be some gaps to run through now.
Result is a first down.
In motion comes the tight end left. Now a first down carry. It's Williams. They'll take this from the 40 up to the 45 for a gain of 5.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
Round 80. Half 85. Half 85.
Williams going to get it again on second down.
And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be third down.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. From the gun, it's Allen. Makes the catch off the tip by the safety. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. The drive stays intact with a pickup of 13.
First and 10 at the 41-yard line.
So on the other side of the field now, it's first and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive.
56, 56.
Now Allen. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's first and 10.
First and 10 at the 12-yard line.
They go back to the ground with Williams. And here he'll get it down to the 7. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
A gain of 5 brings up second and 5 at the 7-yard line.
Allen. And down he goes. Pressure gets him back at the 14. Jermaine Johnson credited with that sack.
They've gobbled up over 30 yards of turf so far, but a sack knocks them backwards. And that interrupts the momentum they were building. Good opportunity for the defense to escape this drive before they get to the end zone.
Allen from the gun on third down. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
So they were facing the deficit coming out of the locker room at intermission, and at least they're able to get the field goal to cut into that deficit.
Yeah, now your offense feels pretty good about itself, right? A little bit more up to speed coming out of the break. You turn to your defense now and say, hey, we got 3 there. We're chipping into the lead. Can you help us out? Hold them. Let's get the ball back for us.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 and the 24.
His guys take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Now Wilson. He gets it complete to Harris. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And it'll be second down.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up second and 5 at the 28-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Wilson. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
And that's a really good job there defensively. They went into this possession knowing that they needed to get a stop. They're in a tight ball game, and they got it done. Great work to force the 3 and out. Got the football right back for their offense. They've got to go to the sidelines feeling pretty good about themselves and encouraging their offensive mates to get some points.
4th down. Here's Wilson. Pass to the sideline and pulled in. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. A curious decision to go for it, but it pays off with a first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Again, Wilson. He's got this one completed to Mims. Give him a gain of 5 on the completion, and that'll make it 2nd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, it's Wilson. There's that man again. It's complete. A 5-yard pass on the heels of a 5-yard run. Good enough for the first.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down. Executed it to perfection. To throw is Wilson. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out hot. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Let's go now. 18 Cardinal, 18, 18, 18.
Now Wilson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
With a dime look on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
Throwing again here, Wilson. That is caught. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. And that one results in 35 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. There's Wilson to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. When that ball popped free, we could hear it all the way up here. Those guys down on the field alerting everyone of the fumble. He's lucky that his offensive mates picked him up and jumped on him.
Yeah, and you have to think to yourself, and I'm sure they've been echoing it on the sideline and into the huddle. Guys, we have the lead. Just take care of the football. Don't make it easier for them to start to make a comeback.
There's Wilson. And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. Santos' kick is up and through. And they double them up here. That makes our score 20-10. So the lead grows here incrementally, but I think the way their defense is playing, you feel okay with just getting 3.
They've definitely been stout so far, but now that could all change because if one guy gets loose for 70 yards, this is a different game. But as it stands, field goals are good. Just keep adding to that lead.
After the made field goal, Santos back out there to kick it away. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
They'll take over 1st down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals. as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize. Like going to the county fair, you don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Alert, alert, alert. Half, 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 half. I hit it. Monday. What's that?
Here's Allen. He's airing it out for Williams. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I'm sure this isn't a novel thought, but maybe run some simpler routes instead of trying to get it all back in one shot. Defense certainly appears to be ready for him. Try and get it back little by little instead of in big chunks.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down.
Five wide. Look out.
Throwing now is Allen. Pass taken in by his big tight end. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
To George Kittle. A gain of 7 and a first down.
And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the third quarter has come to a close. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Out. Fighting. 56.
Allen to throw once more. Open man down the field. That's Burden. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. In motion, the tight end. Now Allen. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last 2 plays. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. And the tight end goes in motion left. Here's Allen to throw it. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. But here in the fourth quarter, defensively, you know that you're just going to blanket the field with defensive backs and say, okay, take your best shot. And that time, it's intercepted.
And we've often seen teams go into the prevent early, way too early, and sometimes they get too soft in their coverages, but not in this case. They understood the situation and played it with the proper aggression.
After the interception, here's Wilson. Now he'll tuck this and run. And intercepted. Wilson spurred of the game. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And he will return this one to the 30-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit. And receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
I'm not even sure I know who this guy is out there playing right now. This is very unlike him, one of the most accurate guys in the league. Totally off his game right now.
I don't know. I was going to ask you what you pin it on, but defensively, they've been pretty solid.
Well, sometimes, you know, those defenders, they get into the receivers pretty well, and if they chip away at their timing, it's going to affect what you're doing throwing the ball as well.
Alert, alert, alert. Stop.
To throw, it's Allen. He connects with Hyatt. And he'll be out of bounds right at the 40. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
319. Half 10.
To the air, Allen.
escape, and down he goes. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the first down sack. That's number 4, sack number 4. They had 4 last week, so he's been down on the ground a lot.
Partner, they say the eye in the sky does not lie. And that's indeed the case because they watched the game tape from the previous week, incorporated it into their own defensive scheme, and continued to get after this quarterback.
And now this defense will be searching for sack number 5. That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go.
56.
Allen now looks to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
Well, partner, guaranteed they approach this play with the idea of making up ground to make 3rd down manageable. Unfortunately, with that incompletion, right back where they started on the last snap. Now they need a big 3rd down play in order to pick up the yardage needed.
Five wide.
Now Allen. This one swung out to Williams. That'll bring up 4th down. They wind up getting 8 yards, but they needed more than that.
It's 4th down.
All 52. Sunday.
Now Allen, gotta have this one. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And the ball will go over on downs on the short side of the field. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
19
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And he'll be a little shy of the 25 here at the 26-yard line. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
At the 26-yard line.
Buffalo 18. Warriors 70. Texas 75. 79 Broncos. Mustang 19. Go.
Now Wilson. That's going to be caught. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Chigakonkwo, 26 yards. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Santos with the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17.
Visitors 10. Cairo Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one. They'll probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish. Allen going to throw. And Allen going to be intercepted for the 3rd time. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Now it's Wilson. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line.
And a 1st down. First and 10 at the 25-yard line.
From the shotgun, Wilson. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line. They've got good starting field position as they come up here first and 10 at their own 37. Here's Allen following the fumble recovery. Out the arc, and he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Taken down for the 5th time this game. Multiple defenders there to get him. Now then, after the sack, it'll be interesting to see what they have planned for 2nd and 23. Allen. Throw caught by Hyatt on the slant. It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to 3rd down. This offense so far on 3rd down, they've converted a third of their opportunities, 3 for 9. This is 3rd and 9. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. One final try here for Allen. A hit as he throws, and this is going to be incomplete. The 4th down pass play doesn't work out. And it'll be a turnover on downs. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. To throw is Wilson. He's got this one completed to Mims. And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. 28 yards the gain there on the catch and run.
1st and 10 at the 10-yard line.
From the gun, it's Wilson. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down.
They are certainly not letting up on the pressure in this one, and oftentimes you hear this expression, all gas, no break from defenses. But in this case, it's the offense still throwing the football up big in the 4th quarter.
Oh, Wilson going to throw. This will be caught at about the 6. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3.
And we've seen him have success earlier on with the ball in his hands because he is a get it in space and make a play kind of a receiver. But that time, they closed on him quickly and held him to a short gain.
In need of a conversion on 3rd down. They had the big play to start the drive. Not much sense. To throw again is Wilson. He'll try to pick it up himself. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. So very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
Well, you know me, whether you need it or not, I'm going to give a little unsolicited advice. Just throw it downfield out of the pocket only if you're absolutely sure. Otherwise, use your running ability and try and get those yards a safer way.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw for it with Wilson. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. He had 3 touchdowns already, but won't get a 4th here. And the ball will go over on the goal line stand. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
Well, probably not much that they can do at this point, CD. Down 3 scores late in the 4th quarter. This is going to be a little too much to overcome, you would think.
Yeah, they'll go down swinging, but in the end, I think we saw the writing on the wall a while back because one team was clearly better than the other in this one. And while it didn't quite reach blowout status, I think we knew who was going to win this one well before we got to this stage.
Second down and 3. Throwing now is Allen. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down.
Brings up third down and 3 yards to go.
Here's Allen. And that is incomplete.
Nice back-to-back plays defensively. They're stacking momentum now. 1 incompletion, 2 incompletion. They're going for more.
Here's Bradley Pinion now. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this fourth quarter of play. Here's Bradley Pinion now, as he'll punt it away for the 4th time today. Yards that time on the punt. And that will come the offense as they take over.
First down and 10 at the 40-yard line.
Wilson wants to throw it. He's got a man downfield. It's Harris. And all the way in for the touchdown. Trey Harris with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. As his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further. Santos able to tack on the extra point. And the lead is now 24.
Santos set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away. And the returner down to a knee, and this will come out to the 30-yard line.
35-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. They run it again with Williams. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big run there, 29 yards and a first.
We'll definitely see some open running lanes, and he's taking advantage of it right now, but that shouldn't be a surprise. Defense has the lead. They're playing for the pass first.
Alert! Ready! Hey, hold.
From the gun, it's Allen. Pressure comes, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 10, and it'll bring up second.
10-yard loss on the play.
So plenty of smiles for the folks here as they head for the exits. It's a victory for their hometown guys.
Well, Charles, I mean, when you look at the stat sheet, ultimately one thing sticks out like a sore thumb. One side lost this game because they turned the ball over 4 times, and that was just too much for them to overcome.
And that number might as well be in neon, because you're exactly right. It just jumps up from the stat sheet. Your eyes go right to it. And with that many turnovers, they really played themselves out of this game. Too careless with the football too many times. That cost them the victory.
So for the home team here, it's a win that might keep them alive in the playoff race as they're back to 500 at 5-5. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for our visitors, it's a loss that sets them back in their playoff push as they fall to 6-5. And they will finally get an extra week to heal up a bit as they will get the late bye in Week 12. That'll do it for us. I'm Brandon Gaudin, along